Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm feeling a little bit festive this morning. I feel like now that we are officially in November, it's acceptable to bring out your fairly festive knits. Now this isn't too festive. No, I'm not going like full on Christmas, but we are starting to just implement a few little festive patterns here and there. So I've got this really gorgeous Fair Isle knit jumper on today. This is from Caramel and it's part of the Lydia Millen collection with them, her last collection that she did with Caramel, and it's a really gorgeous just like Fair Isle knit jumper dress. They also do this in a jumper version as well. Let me show you actually, because it's just such a cute little knit. I love it so much. One thing I have actually done though, which might sound a little bit odd, but I decided to cut off the belt loops. So the belt loops, I don't know if you guys remember from when I did the first try on of this, when I first picked it up, the belt loops were like up around my armpits and it was just a little bit odd. I wasn't really vibing with it, and actually I think I prefer this dress without a belt. I really like how like loose it is. It's like not overly fitted, it's not overly like silhouetted, and I don't think I want it to be because it's such a like cozy comfy knit. I don't think it needs that cinched in waist. I mean, you obviously could, especially because it would bring up the length, because obviously it is a little bit long on me. I don't think I got this in petite if I remember correctly, but I will of course link this down below because it's just the coziest thing ever. And now that we're in November, we can start bringing out our Fair Isle knits, our Christmassy knits, our festive jumpers, and it makes me so happy. You might notice as well, I have done something a little bit different with my hair today. I've just kind of done a little half up, half down look just to pin it back, and I'm quite enjoying it. You guys know I'm really making an effort to do different things with my hair at the moment. So I curled it yesterday and then I've just pinned it back and I think it's quite cute. And you might also notice I don't actually have any jewellery on at the moment. I feel very naked and very bare without anything on, and that is because I have a new Pandora delivery to go through with you, which I am so excited about. So let's get into it. I was also actually a little bit influenced with my hair by the film that I watched last night. So Alex and I actually watched It's Complicated. It's quite an old film. It's got Meryl Streep, it's got Alec Baldwin, it's got John Krasinski, which I'll tell you now, John Krasinski is my celeb crush. Like, John Krasinski now, like maybe not as he started off as Jim, but I just absolutely love him. And it's quite funny because I do find that Alex has got quite a similar personality to him. So I always say, I'm like, yeah, you are my celeb crush. But yeah, I was a little bit inspired by my hair because I really loved Meryl Streep's just like really easy, like slick back. I love that kind of, she has the epitome of the grandmother, coastal grandmother aesthetic, or like country grandmother. Her house was a dream. A big part of the film was that she was renovating it. She was going to get the kitchen of her dreams, and I was watching the film like, I'm sorry, you already have the kitchen of dreams. She had the most beautiful kitchen, stunning garden, like the raised beds, the kitchen garden that she had. Oh, it was just everything I've dreamt about. I think I'm going to need to literally go back and watch the film just to take screenshots of things that I'm so inspired by. But I really loved this like half up, half down look she was doing. It's just very undone, very loose, very natural. You know, you've got little bits falling down and like you can just tuck it behind your ears. I think it's really cute. So anyway, on to the jewellery. So actually, this kind of ties in, speaking of the coastal grandmother aesthetic. You guys know I love the coastal grandmother look. I love the countryside grandmother look. I just think it's so gorgeous. And I actually, from Pandora, have some coastal country grandmother pieces that I think are going to be so perfect to add into my collection. So really excitingly, it's actually a new launch from Pandora, and it is a part of their Pandora Me collection. Now, a lot of my jewellery, obviously, as you know, my Pandora pieces, some of them are just like main collection, but a lot of them are actually from the Pandora Me collection, and it's basically a kind of younger targeted collection. And I do say that because they did start it out to be targeted at more kind of Gen Z, the younger generation, those that are maybe just starting out their jewellery collections, because they are a much more affordable version of the Pandora jewellery. And so a lot of their styles are maybe kind of targeted a little bit younger, but depending on how you want to style them, they're not like Gen Z jewellery. I'm not really a Gen Z kind of a gal. Like, I know you guys know that is not really my vibe. I much prefer like older, classic, more kind of timeless things, and I feel like this new drop as part of the Pandora Me is a little bit more higher. it's like a higher vibe. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the way that I am describing it. So it is Pandora Me Pandora Gold, which is so exciting. They're basically bringing out a gold version of the Pandora Me pieces, and they have so many gorgeous pieces I am so excited about. So of course I will link these down below. Make sure to go through my link if you do want to go and check anything out, because I just absolutely adore being a Pandora ambassador, being able to show you these pieces and styling them up together. So I am going to jump straight in. First of all, can we just, I love the packaging. It's just so stunning. Love the fact that this fits through your letterbox and is so timeless. Okay, so the first piece I am so excited about is this absolutely stunning gold chain pearl necklace. Now you guys know I've worn my silver Pandora pearl necklace to death already. Like, I've worn it so much, and the pearls are freshwater pearls, so it's really lovely to know that they aren't like factory made, you know, they're not like synthetic, but they are a little bit more affordable and a little bit more attainable in my opinion. You wouldn't know the difference between freshwater pearls and real pearls in my opinion. I have seen them side by side together and I literally don't think there is any difference, and I just absolutely adore how this chain looks. It's kind of like a half and half, so you're supposed to kind of wear it like this. So you've got the pearls on one side, we've got this really gorgeous little chain detail, and then you've got the gold chain here, and I just fell in love with this. Now one thing I really love about the Pandora Me collection is you can kind of just wear it however you want. So I'm personally of course going to be wearing it round this way, so you can see a little bit of the chain on either side, but the main focus is on the pearls, because oh my goodness, they are just gorgeous, and I really love how different they are from the silver necklace. Let me get the silver necklace out to show you actually, because they are totally different. This silver necklace is definitely much older, much more kind of targeted at an older generation, and a little bit more classic. Like, this looks like a normal string of pearls, you know, like other than the chain you wouldn't know that it wasn't just like a string of pearls, whereas this is a little bit different. They're much smaller and much more irregular, which I think looks really cool. I actually kind of think that it's more like the nighttime and the daytime version of this necklace, which I think is really cute, and it's a little bit more, you know, young and fun, because we've got the kind of like asymmetric vibe with the chain going on. So I really love that. I think it goes really nicely with this jumper as well, because we've obviously got the like the scoops coming from the ferrule, and the scoop of the necklace is so beautiful. So I just thought that was such a gorgeous addition. I'm absolutely in love, and I think it would be really nice as well if you did want to style this up evening wise. You could wear it with the pearl pendant necklace, would look absolutely gorgeous, or any other kind of like chains. Obviously you don't have to stick to one material or one metal. I love to mix my metals. Silver and gold go so well together, so you could style this up with like some silver chains. That would look really cool, but I love it styled up with a jumper. Actually, I think it's absolutely beautiful. Next, we've got some really stunning rings. So I picked up a few of these, the same ring but like in different sizes, because I really love stacking my rings, and that's one thing I think Pandora does so well, is being able to stack things together separately. Like, you could wear the same thing literally like twice. I do that with a lot of my wishbone rings, but I picked up this really gorgeous Pandora Me gold ring. This is absolutely stunning. If it will focus. Oh, this is gorgeous. Just such a really easy classic ring with the slightest bit of detailing to it. It's like got a slight diamante to it. I just thought it was so gorgeous, and I'd be able to style this up with lots of different rings. I could layer it up, stack it up, and I also picked it up in the plain band version, which is gorgeous as well. I just think this is so beautiful. So if I show you them together, you can kind of just about see the difference. So obviously we've got the diamante one and the plain one, and as I said, I think those would style up so nicely. So I picked up a couple of different sizes, so I could fit my ring finger, I could fit my middle finger, and I just think they are so beautiful. The kind of thing that you can style up so many different ways. I really love being able to stack my rings in different ways, together, separately, like on different fingers. It's just one of my favorite things about Pandora. Now, going back to chains, the next thing I picked up is this absolutely stunning chain necklace. So as I said, that this pearl necklace would be styled up really nicely together, stacked up with different things, and I think this necklace might be a perfect addition. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, I love that. Again, you've got the kind of like asymmetric vibe of the necklace. Like, it's very imperfect, it's very undone. I really like those together. I think it's a little bit much for this jumper, but I think they look really lovely. If you would just wear like a black roll neck, would look so beautiful with this. But I really love how dainty the chain is. Like, a lot of the Pandora chains that I've got are a little bit chunkier. They're a little bit more kind of like masculine and androgynous. This is really nice because it's like masculine masculine chain, but the femininity of it is just so tiny. So I think I'm going to take this off. I'm just going to wear the pearl one today, but this will style up so beautifully with so many jumpers that I've got, so many roll necks and turtlenecks, and I just absolutely adore how it looks. I then picked up a couple of chain bracelets. Now let me get out the one that I wear literally every single day. You guys will have seen this so much. This is the Pandora Me chain that I love. It's got a really easy like clasp to open and close it. You don't need help or anything like that, and it's super easy to wear. So they have now brought it out in gold, which is so cute. It's slightly different actually, because this has got different sizes if I show you them next to each other. So the silver one is just like one size, but the gold one's got like the different sizes, which I think is so cute. And also what I like about these is that you can open these and add like charms and stuff to it, which I think is so lovely. The pearl, even like the pearls that I've got for the earrings that I have on my necklace, you could take off and add as a charm to these bracelets. I personally prefer just to wear them by themselves, but they are so gorgeous. So I actually picked up 2 of the gold ones because I just thought they would stack so beautifully together, and I thought they would be really lovely. Like honestly, they're so easy to get on. One thing I really hate is jewellery that you need someone else's help with. I love the fact that I can just put these on myself and they stack up so nicely. And then to add a little bit of different texture and tone, I picked up this gorgeous one, which is a part of the Pandora Me collection. It's a completely different chain to what I've already got. So we've got the thin bits and then the thick bits. Basically looks like the necklace but in like a bracelet version, and I just thought these would stack so beautifully together with the gold bracelets because the tones of them are like very similar. Obviously you've got the kind of like chain vibe. This one's a little bit trickier to get on. Hang on, there we go. You've got the like chain vibe of them, but they just are so beautiful, and I love the way that they just kind of overlap each other. Like they're a bit more of a texture than some of the other jewellery that I've got from Pandora, so I thought those were so beautiful. So these are new pieces that I picked up. I'm very inspired by the gold at the moment, so I think I might do a bit of like a gold with a little few pops of silver look with my stack today, because these have just really inspired me. So as I said, very inspired by the gold today. Really loving being able to mix it up with my metals and mix it with silver. So on this hand, I've just gone for a couple of older pieces. I've gone for my gold snake chain bangle and then my really gorgeous chain, which I love. I'm wearing my favorite halo ring styled up with the gold rings on this hand, and then the gold rings styled up with my knot bracelet, and of course the 2 little chains there. And then earring wise, I'm just loving studs. I literally don't want to put anything else on at the moment. They're so comfy, they're so timeless, they're so classic. So I've got this really cute little pair of gold studs in, which I will of course link all of it down below, along to a link of just some of my favorite pieces, because you guys know how much I adore Pandora, and I love the fact that this is just like mixing the old with the new, mixing the gold with the silver, and it's just all of my favorite things when it comes to Pandora styling. Oh my goodness me, the size of this box, it is so heavy. Whew, that is not something that you want to be doing when you are wearing a big thick winter knit, but new season, new clothes. I have been doing a little bit of shopping on Phase 8, and if you guys know, I love Phase 8 for those really like seasonal staples. In summer I was obsessed with their linens, in autumn I've been obsessed with their knitwear, and now I have some really gorgeous pieces to show you, ready to head into the wintry months. We've got some party wear pieces, we've got some wardrobe staples, so I thought we could unbox what's in here together and have a little sort through of some new wintry pieces. So I'm going to start with the first item on the top here, which I am super excited about. Honestly, there's so many gorgeous pieces, and this is something I have wanted to add into my wardrobe for such a long time, and that is a quilted jacket. I actually realized the other day when we were on a walk, I just don't really have any kind of like walking clothes. And I really love my autumn winter walks. We've been doing loads around my local like forests and like the local parks. The trees are so beautiful at the moment, all the reds, oranges and yellows, and I just love it. Like a pair of leggings, some welly boots, a jumper, and I've just been looking for the perfect jacket to add over the top of that. And when I saw this, I fell in love. Now you guys might know I'm a big fan of Barber jackets, and I've been really wanting to add a Barber into my wardrobe, but they are very pricey, and this was a much more affordable version This was £89. I think Barbara's probably about double that. And I really wanted to see how much wear I get out of it first, like how versatile it is. You guys know what I'm like when it comes to autumn wardrobe staples. Like I love looking at more high street versions first, getting my cost per wear, and then maybe looking to upgrade it later down the line. But I just fell in love with this. It's like a really gorgeous, it's actually, it looks almost chocolate brown on camera, but I thought it was black. I really can't work out the colour. I think it is like a really dark chocolate brown. It's got these really gorgeous gold buttons running down it. Now I did size up in this. I got a 14 because I want it to be nice and loose and comfortable for when I am going on walks and I am wearing my big thick winter knits. So I wanted to make sure that it was nice and loose and comfy for that. But I have a feeling this is going to be a coat I get a lot of wear out of over the following months because I just love a nice wintry walk in really lovely wintry walk attire, and I think this is the perfect coat for that. Okay, so I've just styled it up exactly how I would wear it if I was heading out for a walk, and I'm so in love. I've just chucked on a pair of leggings, my little riding boots, and like a black ribbed roll neck, and look at how gorgeous it is. I actually really like the fact that it's not black because I feel like it stands out a little bit more than the rest of the outfit. Obviously they're like brown tones, kind of sit really beautifully next to black. I do love brown and black together. It's so beautiful, and I love the tones of it. Like it's such a gorgeous shade, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It's slightly cropped, which I actually think is quite nice. It's just kind of like sits really lovely. It's not overly thick, but you can obviously style it up underneath with lots of different knitwear and layers and all of that jazz. But oh, I'm so happy I finally found this. I feel like this has filled such a gap in my wardrobe. It's the kind of thing I'm going to reach for time and time again. I can just put it on the hanger by the front door and it will be my go-to coat that I just reach for when I'm running out the house, running errands, or going for a nice wintry walk. So I'm really, really happy with this. Oh, it's just absolutely perfect. Okay, now the next item I wanted to show you is this absolutely stunning blazer. Now this is a very on-trend kind of material at the moment. That's white boucle, or anything boucle at the moment is so on trend right now. This kind of like tweedy, old money vibe. I absolutely love it. I'm so glad that my old money aesthetic is in right now because it's a very, very me aesthetic. But when I saw this, I thought this would make the perfect piece of outerwear for the party season. Now that we are coming up to party season, we're going to need lots more outerwear pieces, blazers, jackets, things that you can throw over your cute little party dresses, and I thought this would be absolutely perfect. I love so many of the design details. Like look at those buttons, they're like this like crushed metal, which is just absolutely stunning. This looks so much more expensive than it is. It looks like it's come from Net-a-Porter or some kind of designer retailer, when in actual fact this was £139, which I don't think is too bad for something that you are going to get so much wear out of. And obviously the material is so high quality, it's just absolutely beautiful. And I'm really, really trying at the moment to add more colour into my wardrobe. And I know white is not necessarily a colour, but I feel like when it comes to evening outfits, an all black outfit is something I just gravitate towards. It's very easy, but it can be a little bit boring. So I'm wanting to add more pops of colour in. I mean, this with a black dress would look stunning, but I really, really love adding more pieces into my wardrobe that are slightly different colors, slightly different fabrics, different textures. I think it's such a great way to experiment with your winter wardrobe, and this is a blazer I think I'm going to get a lot of wear out of. Okay, so it's official. I'm in love with this blazer. I think I sized up in this. I think I went for a 14, and I'm really glad I did because I love the oversized look of it. I think it really adds to the vibe. I've just started up with an all black look underneath, so you can really let the blazer pop. I think this is so, so beautiful. I think black shoes, black outfit, black bag, and the white blazer, stunning, absolutely stunning. But obviously you could style this down as well. I feel like with some maybe more like tonal looks, browns, beiges. I think this could be more of like just a formal daytime look. It doesn't necessarily have to be an evening blazer, but I really love how it looks with this outfit. I think it's absolutely stunning, and the gold buttons are just such a vibe. It really does look a lot more expensive than it actually is, so I'm really glad that I picked it up. I think it's such a beautiful blazer that I'm going to be able to style up a lot this coming season, so I really, really love this. Oh my goodness me. Now speaking of party season, you're not ready for this skirt. Oh my word, I am in love. The second I saw this on Phase 8, I was like, I need that in my wardrobe. I need that in my life. This is the most stunning sequin pleated skirt. It is so heavy. You can just tell that it's such good quality and really, really well made because it's really heavy, and I'm shaking it and no glitter, no sequins are coming up, and that's when you know it's a high quality item, when the sequins don't automatically come off the second you take it out of the box. But this is really gorgeous, like it's like a nudie colour with, look how sparkly that skirt is. And I just thought there would be a lot of different ways that you could wear this for the festive period. If you wanted to wear it maybe a little bit more casually, a bit more kind of daytime, I feel like a white loose jumper, some white trainers and a crossbody bag. And this is very much like a lunch with the girls, you know, going for a festive date kind of a look. But if you wanted to style it up for the evening, a gorgeous black bodycon, kind of really skin tight top, some black heels and little black accessory, and let the sequins do the talking. And I just, oh my goodness, I'm so in love with it. I mean, look at the way it moves, look at the way it sparkles. This is going to be one of those skirts that I keep in my wardrobe for a very, very long time and bring out year on year when the festive period rolls around. I feel like this is just such a timeless, classic festive item. Oh, I'm gushing, but it is just so beautiful. Oh my word. I just want to sit here and twirl and flick the skirt and just stare at the sequins, because how stunning is that? Oh my word. Oh my word. It's just the most beautiful skirt. Now, size-wise, I went for a 12, but the only thing I would say, it's slightly loose, and I think it's mainly because of the weight of the skirts. So if you are between sizes, I'd say maybe size down in this, because it has got an elasticated waistband, so you're much better to be too small and stretch the waistband than too big and have it falling down. It just about fits. So I could definitely add a belt as well to it. I think would be really lovely to hide the elasticated waistband. But I'm just so in love with the way that it shimmers, the way the light hits it. I love the length as well. It's like perfect with a little pair of boots underneath. But if you really wanted to style it up, you could go for some really lovely heels, like strappy heels for autumn, winter, and a bit more of a kind of, like, obviously this is quite a casual roll neck, for something a bit more just like quite easy to style, but you could go for a really lovely maybe off the shoulder top, something a little bit more evening appropriate if you really wanted to go all out. I think this is going to be the most perfect party skirt for the new season. I'm so in love with it. I think I'm going to get a lot of wear out of this over the coming weeks and around the Christmas period, because it's just so stunning. And I love the fact that it's elasticated, because it makes it very, very comfy. So any meals you've got coming up for Christmas where you know you're going to be eating a lot, but you still want to look beautiful, this is the skirt for you. I am so in love with it. And lastly, we have a pair of shoes. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't actually remember what these are. Oh, yes I do. Okay, so a little bit of context. I have been looking for the perfect pair of like tan heeled boots for a really, really long time. Something you can wear a bit more like every day, that's just really easy to style up. And I saw these on Phase 8 and I fell in love. I mean, look at that colour. Look at how perfectly that matches my Mulberry bag. They're literally like the same shade of tan. Oh my goodness. In love with that, just in love. So I felt like I could style these up with lots of different things. Obviously you guys know how much I love my jumper dresses, and heeled boots are perfect to wear with jumper dresses. They're so flattering, so easy to style, and I like the fact that this isn't too high a heel. I feel like this is the kind of thing I could style up or style down. Like it could be just like an office, London meetings kind of a day, or I could wear it a little bit more formally for something a bit more of an evening vibe. I feel like if I style this up with lighter tones like whites, creams, beiges, it's a bit more daytime. If I style it up with blacks, it's very much more of an evening look. But oh, I'm in love, absolutely in love. I will link actually to Phase 8's footwear, because they have some really gorgeous footwear on their website, and it's not really the first brand I would think of to check, but they have some really, really stunning footwear on there at the moment, so I will link that down below. But what a gorgeous addition into my autumn winter shoe wardrobe. And I think we can all agree that this is an absolute vibe. Would you look at those boots styled up with a Mulberry bag? Oh my goodness, I love it so much. I love the tan and the black tones together. I think they're just absolutely gorgeous. I was a little bit worried actually, because the boots came up a little bit higher than I was expecting, and as we all know, as I've spoken about many times on this channel, I have very big calves, but actually they do up absolutely fine. They just look so beautiful. My goodness, look how much my calf, like the tone of it when I do that with my leg. Oh, flattering. But yeah, I love it. I love how they look styled up with this outfit. But as I said, you could definitely make them a bit more daytime, a bit more like office or work appropriate if you were to wear lighter tones. Maybe the white blazer, some like camel trousers, I think would look so gorgeous. These are the kind of boots I think you can style up in lots of different ways, but I just adore how they look with my mulberry bag. I just want to style her up with everything at the moment. So yeah, really happy with them. I think I'm going to get so much wear out of them this winter. Right, I now have a very exciting meeting that I need to attend, so I've got myself set up at my desk ready for the Zoom call. I'm not entirely sure if I'm allowed to tell you about it yet, but this has been in the talks for a really long time. It's something I'm so excited about. I'm really looking forward to this call, so I might ask on the call if I can tell you a little bit more about it, because I really hate keeping you in the dark. I'm the worst person when it comes to secrets. You can ask anyone that knows me. I am the worst secret keeper in the world. Alex always laughs and he's like, you could never ever have an affair, because I would be able to, I would probably just tell him within like the first instant, because I honestly am just the worst secret keeper ever. So I hate having to keep things from you, but I'll hopefully be able to let you know after this call. But I now need to jump on Zoom so that we can have a really exciting chat. I've just finished my call now, and that was such a lovely call. It was a bit more of like an onboarding session, and excitingly I did get approval from the brand that I am allowed, I am allowed to chat to you guys about what I am working on at the moment. I think I may have given the game away. You may have seen a sneaky peek of this box, but I am so excited to let you guys know that I am now officially an Oral-B ambassador. And if you know me, you'll know I am such a huge fan of Oral-B. I feel like they just do the best toothpastes, the best toothbrushes, and I have been using their toothbrushes for probably about the last 5 years. The last year I have been using the Oral-B i09, which honestly I'm such an advocate for. I actually had a dentist appointment the other day, and it was so funny because they always give you the usual like, oh, so what toothbrush are you using? Are you using a manual? Are you using electric? And I just sat there and went, I'm using the Oral-B i09. And she was like, I'm very impressed. Okay, good work. And I didn't have any cleaning that needed doing. I didn't have any fillings that I needed. So it really is a toothbrush that works. And you guys know I never work with brands that I'm not passionate about. And I feel like having a lovely smile, I am just so passionate about. I'm never someone that's really big on like, you know, I feel like when it comes to your smile, you just want to be really confident with it, and having lovely, clean, pearly white teeth is what makes me confident. I'm not someone that overly whitens my teeth. I've never looked into like veneers or anything like that, but just having a lovely natural smile is the most important thing to me. So I'm so excited to be working with Oral-B over the next few months. I've got lots of content that's going to be coming over on my Instagram, so make sure to keep an eye out on that. I can give you lots of educational tips. Let me know if you need any advice or anything like that. I thought I would unbox what's in here. So this is like a little welcome package for joining the Oral-B family, which I'm so excited to do. So as I said, I've been using the i09 for a really long time, and this is actually a part of the same range, the i0 range. This is the i06. There's loads of different like i0s for different like price points, different kind of things that you're looking for with your teeth, but the main thing that I really like about this toothbrush is two things. Number one, it times you, and it gives you a smiley face if you reach 2 minutes, and it gives you a very sad face if you don't reach 2 minutes. And so that is literally the only reason I brush my teeth for 2 minutes every single day. I want to get a smiley face at the end of my brush. And number two, what I really like about it is it tells you if you're brushing too hard. And I learned very quickly, I brush my teeth too hard. It gives you a red light if it's too hard and a green light if it's like the right amount of pressure. And if you don't have an electric toothbrush and you switch over to this, you'll be so surprised at how light you actually need to brush your teeth. Like the pressure that you use is not a lot, and actually it's really bad for your gums to be putting too much pressure on them and to be brushing too hard. So it's really important to use a product like this that tells you exactly how you can be brushing it. So I'm going to be doing lots of content over on my Instagram for the i06, which I'm really excited about. You can shop it on Superdrug, but I'm really happy that they gave me the all clear that I can share that with you guys, because as I said, it's a big secret I've been keeping. We've been in the talks about this since maybe about July, and honestly to have kept this from you since July was so hard, because I love telling you guys things. I love sharing everything with you, and I know you're going to be just as excited about this ambassadorship and about this partnership as I am. So let me know if you do have any questions, but I'm really excited to be working with Oral-B over the next few months as their newest UK ambassador. It's a little while later now. As you can see, the lights are on. We are starting to lose that daylight earlier and earlier now, but one of the things I wanted to do today was have a little bit of a wardrobe sort out. I feel like when it comes to like planning new season outfits, one of the best things to do is to kind of say goodbye to the old season, and I've definitely noticed in my wardrobe that I still have quite a few pieces that are maybe like late summer, early autumn, you know, like shirt dresses and things like that, things I'm definitely not going to be wearing now that the weather is very cold. All I want is like my chunky knits, my cozy dresses, and like all of that jazz. So I think I need to have a little bit of a clear out just so that I can make sure that there's plenty of room for the new season pieces that are coming in. So cue the time lapse, let's get these wardrobes sorted. Well, that is looking a hell of a lot better now. All the pieces really nicely sorted. So we've just got coats on this end, knits here, and then like cardigans as well. And it just reminds me of the pieces that I just want to reach for. I feel like it was getting to the point where it was too like, there was just too much, and I feel like when it comes to outfit planning, wardrobe organization, and like knowing what I want to wear day by day, I want to be able to see the pieces I want to wear right in my eye line. And like, it's just reminding me of so many of the things that I'm loving. Like obviously, I know I showed you lots of new Phase 8 pieces, but it just, I've got so many things in here that I absolutely love. This Phase 8 dress I've been wearing so much. This like maroon colored jumper dress I absolutely adore. I would definitely recommend checking out Phase 8's knitwear, because I've got some really gorgeous knitwear from them that just last year on year, and it's always really nice as well to have spare hangers in the corner so that when new pieces do inevitably get added in, I've got the space for them. It just makes me really happy to make sure that my wardrobe is ready for the new season. And I'm not sure if November is technically counted as winter. In my head it definitely is. In my head November is winter, especially now that the clocks have gone back. I feel like it should be counted as winter, but even if it's not, in my head it is, and I definitely don't need any of those like transitional pieces anymore. The like light shirt dresses and things like that. I don't need those layering pieces because it is officially cold enough for all the jumper dresses and all the cozy knits. So wardrobe organization has been done and dusted, and I am very happy. Whew, well, I think I'm going to leave this video here because it is starting to get quite late now. Although I say quite late, I think it's only about 5:30, but the light is fading fast. It is the just inevitable deal with having to deal with winter. I feel like every year we know it's coming, but every year it's such a shock. I feel like by the time we get to December, it's dark by about 4 p.m. and none of us can believe it whenever it hits that point. So it is coming. The dark nights are coming. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoyed spending the day with me today. So many gorgeous new pieces for winter, and I'm really inspired and excited to start properly planning and organizing my winter outfits. I feel like whenever my wardrobe is like sorted and I can just see it, it really inspires me to start planning looks and adding a few more pieces into my wardrobe that I've maybe noticed that I'm missing, that I've maybe seen that I've kind of got gaps in my wardrobe for. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button already, I would absolutely love it if you hit it now, because I know a lot of you guys that watch these videos aren't actually subscribed, so it would just make my day if you hit that subscribe button now. It made me really happy, and I hope you guys have the loveliest evening. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.